child trafficking on this planet. They're coming out of the ground now. We're snatching up soldiers and stuff. Got video of that. I showed that. And they came up and tore them apart. Was eating them like crazy. Like, this bugged out to me like it's a sci-fi. That was real. You know what I'm saying? It's all on the web to be seen. Well, they're trying to get ahead of the narrative now. And this congressional viewing, which they only gave the people 5 minutes each to make their case. What they're going to do 5 minutes with an enormous revelation like this? 5 minutes, all they want to make sure that the people realize that they acknowledging UFOs, now they call them UAPs, right? And that they have no defense against them militarily, you know? And Warner von Braun. Now who is Warner von Braun? Anybody that name Warner von Braun? Okay, good, God knows. He was a scientist of NASA, brought over here right after the ceasing of the Second World War. And these were Nazis who was running the regime, and he was part of the people who were dealing with rocketry. They brought him over with a couple of other ones. He wasn't one of the main ones, was the name that we talked about, because he said that the last trick will be a false alien invasion. Last trick of the deep state, or what they want to call them, Illuminati, or whatever they want to name these people. I mean to say devil. Keep it simple. And that's, I think, developing now. You know what I'm saying? By revelation of this. Because they can't stop them anyway. You know what I'm saying? They can't stop because we stopped them before. See, we done lost that. We done lost that. Because we were made to think that that's all science fiction. When actually this is scientific fact that exists. I'm gonna go and ask me. He asked me maybe a year or two ago. He said, God, you know, you have any information on UFOs? You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, I'm not too sure whether they're bear witness or not. Then he never got back to me, but I heard through some other channels that he had bear witnesses. I said, well, he ain't crazy. You know exactly what he's talking about. He ain't want to speak on the subject. You know what I mean? But we study a whole lot. And what you do in private, ain't got to be nobody's personal information. And I beg your pardon about, you know, bringing out an interview on that subject of I say, but it's actual facts. They've been existing. You know, they've been here. The United States has re-engineered their spaceships, and that's what you see on the so-called TikTok view of an alien spaceship. That's theirs. You know what I'm saying? I can't say ours, even though it's part of this government. You know what I'm saying? But it's two governments, maybe three. You know, it's crazy man, how it is. You know, I say three because it's a deep state. Then there's the corporate America, right? And then there's the Republic. See, Joe Biden is the president of the U.S. Corporation, which is a corporation, and the original United States Republic stopped at the 18th president. Now Donald Trump will be the 19th president of the corporation. So he is still the president of the Republic, but not the president of the corporation. Now, the corporation, as we can see, deals in matters in all 50 states. You have the New York State, you have the state of New York. We have that's the corporation. One time we wrote letters out, you didn't have to put no zip code. Zip code is the federally managing of the locations. What's the zip code? Before that, all you had was what county was in. You know, Queens County, Kings County, in Pacific Bed-Stuy, or Jamaica Queen, you know, like that. That's far you had to go. But see, when you allow them to bring the mail to your house, because you're supposed to pick it up from the post office, then you went to their services, you know, it's called a postal service, and you're not even owned by America. And that's the whole thing about it. You got to dig in to see more, you know what I mean? The things are so real now, that when you see it, bear witness to it, because it's not a game. We caught them catching our pants down. We try to go into our ancestry, and what's right in our face right now, with our ancestors' masses, we're not even dealing with it. And we're going to be a victim of it in a matter of no time. Because we're easily scared. They get scared till you take the just a lot going. And those who are not talking about know what I'm talking about. Fear. A lot of our good brothers and sisters did it. That's an actual fact. Scared. They're going to lose their life. Because their job is considered losing their life. So I lose my job. I ain't nobody. But so what are you talking about? Damn, you was a slave, you was somebody. Now you got a little job, you lose that, you ain't nobody again? What kind of conscience you have? You know what I'm saying? How little faith do you have in who you are? The job don't make you make the jobs. You know? Just because you're employed by somebody like that, who was ill, they found it unconstitutional and illegal. But at the time, even so, you know it was right. They're going to fire your back and put you on unemployment anyway. Because you don't have no freedom of speech here. I can tell you what I say, because the brother would lose his rights to use YouTube. That's why I said just as Lord born. You know what I'm saying? And keep it like that. You know, go no further into it. Because that's how real it is. But we got the science where we can speak on what we want to speak on, and people don't really know what the hell we're talking about. But then again, it's not offensive to the robots they got running the systems. Most of society is run by artificial intelligence, AI. You know, and we get used to it. We are semi-cyborgs now. See, a cyborg, they say, is a being hooked up to a computer, right? That's cyborg. Man and machine together. Because they want the new man. It's already here. You're the new man, because you know why? You ain't even home with that. You ain't got to think no more. 12 times 8 is what? You ain't got to go there no more. You know what I'm saying? This 12 times 8 was 0 on it, but it's that simple. But, you know, they make things. You know, they got a lot of information here, and all of it ain't right. But you taking it as right. I got to cut this off. Peace. The door is open?
Yeah, God, the door is open.
Hey, peace. Nice, good to see you, brother. Peace, everybody. Upstairs, on the side. You're 581. Are you downstairs? Are you downstairs? All right. Start this game up, man. I was building, somebody else was building, because nobody's taking care of that. All right, please. Please, there's some other people.
Welcome to the slide we have last fall.
The what?
Sign.
We can put a sign down there, but somebody got to be there for the door. You know what I'm saying? And also to protect ourselves too. I was doing that. That's what I was doing. So nobody took us upon themselves. We're all our own protection. You know, individuals. You know, I can see somebody new here, but those of us that have been here before, we know what it is. You all got to go down to God with that. I can go down there. I'm gonna put the sign down there. I got to go. Okay. Anybody want to speak, they can speak.
Peace. Peace. I come in the name of True Born behind Allah. From the heart of MEDINA. Let's stop. True Born is a constant bring forth mental life while living and teaching the law of mathematics day in and day out. Walking and talking 100% right, exactly. A good name is better than gold. That's my name. Mine means to master why, who, what, when, where, how. If it's a question, I got the answer. If it's a problem, I got the solution. That's the science of coming in the name of Allah. That's the purpose of being the law of God. To be an agent of change, not just to be. However, to bring forth life, to live, to be complete, and born alive. So, True Born by Allah, that's my name. Now, today's Supreme Mathematics, it is August 13th, 2023, right? So, this is the build or destroy month of Allah, you God, you shall teach. The knowledge, understanding there. Wisdom add a sight from the wisdom, understanding year. Now, let's look at the time. Let's see, it's 3:24, so that would be power going through understanding. All this is what I was taught. I wasn't just taught, peace, today's the 13th, today's mathematics, knowledge, understanding. I was taught to go through each and every aspect of what that day is, because what's today's date? Now, after we go through today's date, we go through the mathematics of that day. And then we go through the degrees of that day. So being that it's the 13th, where can we start? Okay, we can go into the 1 to 14, the 13th degree. What does it mean in the capital of 10? Then we can go into the 1 to 40. What brings rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? Then we can go into the 1 to 36. What is its own self? Then we can go into the actual, the actual facts. You know, 12 trillion, 178 million, 118, pardon me, 12 trillion, 478 billion, 118 million, 400,000. Pardon myself.
It's okay,
Speed it up a little bit. You know it is though. Everything has its place. Mathematics is an exact science that puts everything in its proper order. Compartmentalization. This is why 1 is knowledge, 2 is wisdom, 3 is understanding, 4 is culture, 5 is power, 6 is equality, 7 is Allah, God, 8 is build, destroy, 9 is born. And then we have the cipher, which is the people, places, and things that we must add these 9 keys to understand our relationship to the universe and unlocking the mysteries thereof to the people, places, and things that we come in contact with. That is our obligation, that is our job. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th degree underneath the 1 to 40 taught us that.
That's a fact.
There's no children here. Everyone here I can see is seasoned, has been around for some time. So when I speak and you have to weigh the atmosphere of the cipher that you're addressing, everyone here is grown. Some of the brothers here have been here longer than me. You understand? All praise due. Thank you for being you. Because without you, it wouldn't be me. From the smartest to the dumbest 5%. We have to give praise to those who came before us. Because again, the one that might only know a little bit, he might have said something to the individual that educated you that sparked him to find somebody that knew a whole lot of it. You understand? So the signs of all minds being one in the name of Allah. My name is True Born Mine. We won because we come in the name of Allah. So when I say my name is True Born by Allah, all I did was replace in the name of a True Born Mine. This is why when it appears to be many, it's really only one God. We fractions of the whole that come together to complete the oneness of Almighty God Allah. So, everything that I just built about, I was wanting to build with my brother, Justice Hakim. He's not in here. I had my one-on-one with him. I want to say peace to my brothers. That's how I live.
Much love, respect, peace, may God.
Today's Supreme Mathematics. Peace to the gods.
Peace, God. Peace, God. Peace, God.
Yeah, I know. Peace, God.
Hey.
From MEDINA, taste mathematics, knowledge, understanding. Like I said, it's real short and brief. Y'all know at the end of the month is University of Shannon God's Parliament, and it's back to school giveaway. Last year, we had, I think about, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about 80 gift cards from Staples that our intention was to give them out to the babies on that day. We wound up leaving, almost all of them. So that means that basically nobody gonna be what?
Wow.
Children. Okay? Alright, so I know we have like 40, we have 40 cards right now. We got a pledge for 50 school bags. So, which means if any of your brothers is coming to the Allah you God, bring a child, so you get What's up?
a gift card, and a school bag.
Okay.
Peace.
Hey.
Peace, God.
Peace God.
Peace.
Peace.
And I'm grateful to be here, man. I'm grateful to be alive, and God wisdom, and still able, man, to speak truth to power. To be here today, which is a beautiful place, you know. And I commend Justice Hakeem for what he's been doing to get us here. My concern at this point, God, as a senior member of the nation, God's work, man, is to step in my game and keep you re-informed of what's going on in this land. You know what I'm saying? And I know, man, that Justice Hakeem mentioned it, man, you know, the state of conditions of the mind of the people, man, have the fear that was put on us, man, through 2020 to 2022. It's still a lot of fear, man, because of what they did with what I consider, man, to be a false flag violence. I want to take issue with that because when I'm not my point. I do know, man, that they impoverished this whole society over something, man, they could have just, man, rid it out. And in my mind, you know, I see the situation, man, you know, they got immigrants coming over here, man, they're laying on the street. If you're homeless, because there were homeless people in these shelters, man, before they even got here. You know, having difficulty, man, you know, trying to find housing. They shipped them out, some of them out to Jersey. In horrendous edition, the shelters were better. You know, the price of food just went up, sky high. You know, and you look at it, man, like some people, man, just don't care. They're still spending money on all these creature comforts, man. You know, and now, in my thinking, man, I have 7 grandchildren. What is to be the future of our children in this land? You know what I'm saying? What opportunities are being afforded them, man, to be able to advance and to prosper in this society, in this land? Their land. You know, we can talk about what's going on in Africa, Chile, or whatever, man, but we live here. We have a stake here, man. Our blood has sold this land. And we're not about to give it up. At least I'm not, man, and it takes me, man, to make a greater effort at teaching them about what's going on, then I will do that. Right now, they're trying to erase our history.
They are.
You know what's going on in Florida? It's a minute. I looked there and I said, God damn, see, I just got back from Florida, right? My family lives in Pine Hills, Florida, which is next door to Eatonville. Eatonville is Rosewood. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and if you think about the history of Florida, what our people went through, man, in Florida before they came up here, man, you know, how dare you, man? Because if you wipe away people's history, then you're wiping away those people. Right now, we got young brothers and sisters, man, later for they don't know what an analog clock is. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, you know, you ask somebody, well, what's the time? He's looking at you, he's looking to see the digit. You know, the things we were taught, penmanship. You know, God said, man, things being ruled by artificial intelligence, man, but what about the knowledge and wisdom of your soul, which is supreme intelligence, that's going to be enable you, man, to survive the doom and destruction. You know, I've been with this nation, man, over 50 years. You know, and I've seen advance, man, you know, from relatively few to many, hundreds of thousands all across the country, man. You know, we started off in 2020, man, we brought in, you know, some more regions, man. We got 11 regions, brothers and sisters, man, in Chile, in Ecuador, in Brazil. And, you know, at this upcoming Region 4 conference, man, you know, I'm going to give a national statement in regards to that, man. You know, the whole world, you know, has come to recognize, man, that the 5% have something to offer. You know, our future is at stake. But I'm not one man to take an apocalyptic view, man, that this is going to be the end. No, it's not, and it's your end. Because the things you're doing here, man, they seem the seeds of their own destruction, man. Transhumanism, transgenderism, all these isms, man, that are now coming forth, that have been placing our children in these schools. You know, it makes me think, man, what's happening with the people at home? What's happening with the parents? How do you allow this, man? You know, you're so quick to run them off, but check this out. You ain't working nowhere, but you're so quick to teach your children at home. You know, we got young brothers and sisters, man, out here wilding in the street. They were wilding, man, when I came through in the 70s. You know, in the desert, man. You know, we had gangs of the yin yang. But you know what, man? Our teachers were strong, man. A lot of them gang members, their leaders became 5%. You know what I'm saying? It didn't cease gang activities, but it calmed it down a whole lot. So when God came through, man, you knew to have respect. You know? You knew, man, that we offered something a little better. Get educated. Because the education, man, you got alternatives. You know? I can remember an old commercial, man, you know, when McDonald's was hiring brothers, man, you know, he got a uniform on and shit there, they laughing and they sit on the stoop laughing, he got a job, but he go home, man, and it's on the shoulder, can I get a job there? You know, it's the thing, man, we've got to look at where we stand in this land. You know, we really got to take a hard look, man, you know. Social media, man, has become a pariah for so many young because they don't know nothing else. They're not being taught anything else. And these schools, man, are just guiding them in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? Things are so tough now, man. They recently had this, this big news, you know, the island of Maui in Hawaii, damn, it got burned up. This is one of the main tourists. The economy of Hawaii is so dependent upon Maui, man. It's like 90% of the economy is based upon what's happening in Maui. You know, what I knew about Maui was back in the days, man, we had that good old Hawaiian weed, Maui we call it. You know what I'm saying? But it means something, man, and I look at all these fires, like we had a fire in California, the smoke was all up in New York, I recall it somewhere in Florida, and I say, man, because I know there's an agenda going on. You know, these Greenpeace people, man, I think they're setting these fires. I think they're setting these fires.
Yeah.
Because you ain't never seen things happen the way they are now, man, you know? But, you know, I know that there's an agenda in place, man, you know, they call it Agenda 21, the Sustainable Development, and all this is just another word for, and what are they talking about sustainable? They're talking about transforming these cities into smart cities. They want to move people out of the suburbs into the cities and shit, man, you know? What is their plan? You know, we got to keep on studying, but more than that, what is your plan? What do we have for our children, for our future, man, you know? Where every time we look around, man, there's a new disease coming down, and the people are scared to death, and, you know, the children are rebellious against the instruction of their parents. You know, the churches are, you know, the young people ain't in the church. You know what I'm saying? Because they're becoming wise to the lies they're being told. And that has been to the benefit of us, man. We've revealed the lies. But what alternatives have we set forth for them, man, to adhere to, man? We have brothers and sisters out in college, man, you know. What are they striving to achieve? You know, what have we set forth as a nation of black folk, man, that have been trying for years, for countless years, man, to gain liberation from this beast, that has an economic foundation, to be able to do for self. You know, that's still on the board. You know, I came through